especially, I want to say it was the second one where I went for it because I didn't think about it too hard, and then I realized that I could have spent. I think it was the one I could have spent that dice just paying for the elite instead of trying to do spars,
Yeah.
and that probably would have hit and killed the preceptor turn early.
Yep. But there was a power pod sitting there taunting you, right? Like a hunter kills a power pod with one dice every time.
Right.
But that was the biggest thing I noticed is just you weren't attacking units aggressively enough.
Yeah.
Like especially because Centipede was chaining so aggressively into you, you just want to like kill every unit he puts on the board then because it's taking him so long to get back to putting them back out.
Yeah, I haven't played against like hard chains like that, so I was kind of trying to feel out what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, it can be hard to know sometimes.
And like Centipede, good game.
Thank you.
Biggest thing I saw is just like I think you started hard chaining too quickly. Like if you'd taken one extra unit turn at the start there, you would have been able to like have a solid power base to make all those chains more efficient. And then like Yasheth was like way out of position for the first half of the game.
Yeah, it
That was the big stuff there. Yeah, it's just like Yasheth kind of got isolated off, and I think like even the chaining would have been better if Yasheth hadn't been like way off in the corner.
Yep.
But it was a good game, like right down to the wire from both of you.
Yeah. If I had saved even a minute or two more in a previous early turn where I was just sitting there, I might have been able to just do a quick unit turn, do 2 more quick monster turns.
That is literally exactly what Relock said.
Yeah.
On stream, if you go back and listen to it, you'll hear him say those exact words when you have like 40
if
seconds
I had
left.
1 more minute, I took 50 seconds on that last turn. If I had a minute and a half, I could have done the cheapest unit turn of my life and then done 1 throw and anything and spent all whites on it.
Yeah.
There was the turn after Maxim got put to 6, there was like a really like simple line that I would have gone for, which was just like move him over, put him into hyper, swat a facilitator into the Martian base, and punch the exterm that was next to him because like that exterm gave you nothing but trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, my brain kept thinking about putting him in hyper on purpose, but if I recall at the time, I was really low on power, and I was thinking I really need to just guarantee the hit on Preceptor.
Well,
and I think I locked myself out of the idea that I could just blast him with Voyaka without really thinking about that.
Yeah, because like the Voyaka shot was the way I was planning to kill him for like 4 turns there. Because he was at 1, you get 6 boost, so it's like nice and safe. And that play generated a ton of power.
Now that I think about it, wouldn't that have that one attack that I missed, the unit turn, wasn't Voyaka within 5? Did I forget about his whole thing?
I missed it too. We might have all missed that.
I think I completely forgot about the whole reason I took Voyaka. But yeah,
it was like good game. It was definitely
either
like
way. I think I shoved Mecha Maxim into the aggressive role and kept shoving Voyaka into a passive, and I needed to just let Voyaka use the blast attack that is kind of a big part of his kit.
Yeah, especially into monsters, right? Like 6, like I went over it like kind of briefly on stream there, but like you can get away with some like filthy low investment attacks with Voyaka.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I think we said 263 is a 90.
Yeah.
Into like a def 8 monster. So like that's free almost.
And then once he goes hyper, it becomes a def 7 monster.
Well, no, that was the hyper. Like that was assuming pan.
Okay. Wait, does Yasheth have 9 defense?
He has 9 defense in hyper.
Oh, that's right. Yep. I always forget that.
Yep, he goes up in speed also.
He does, yeah. He just has a glow up all over the place there. Picks up drag, gets an expert boost.
Probably the best game I think I've ever had, so I learned a lot from it.
Good.
Mostly just I think both of us were making some really cool plays. That map is weird though.
I've never played on it before. I was just looking for a map with the 2 negative zones that wasn't Carnage Corners.
See, I would have just had fun on Carnage Corners. That would have been good.
You can't pick Mecha Maxim into Carnage Corners. That's insanity.
I know, but it would have been fun for me.
You can't give that monster that map. That's a horrific mistake. There's so many good
Yeah.
like hit and run lanes. Ugh,
hmm
it's disgusting.
It's why I like it as a Mecha Maxim player. But no, I
So,
think
Yeah, well, and it's why
just making
Relock
more
knows you
efficient
can't do it.
turns, using Voyaka more, and just playing a little quicker early on. I didn't need to spend nearly all of that time on the first 4 turns.
no, I try to keep my first unit, first monster turn to under 5 minutes combined.
I don't think I was too far off of that, but it was still unnecessary. There was definitely just some thinking to myself for minutes on my own clock when I didn't need to.
Always
Yeah, it
think on the
happens.
opponent's block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
during your
my
opponent's
biggest
turn,
tip.
you definitely need to be spending all of your time thinking, what am I doing next?
What does this mean for me? What is the tempo of the game?
Yeah.
I
What
just
do I
haven't
need
had a
to
game that
accomplish
went
in the
down to
next
clock.
turn?
It takes a good clock match to actually put the fear of the clock in you.
Oh yeah.
So I needed that.
Yeah, I had one of those 2 tournaments ago.
I had one of those last turn or last round.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have gone anywhere near the clock if maybe 5 of the attacks that we made hadn't missed back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were throwing real dicey attacks at each other, though.
Well, no, but the first one I started off with a 7 power and 3 white or something like that, and that missed.
That's true. Yeah, I remember that one because that was a huge tempo swing. I was like, I think he's out of it now.
Yeah.
But you crawled back in.
Then I missed right back.
Right.
And then you hit with like a 40%
Yeah,
chance.
the hit is what brought me back in. That was a
Yeah.
really low odd to go for.
I mean, I was calling it. I was like, this is like you take those, right? You're already
Yeah.
behind. What's it gonna do? Lose you the game?
At the
Yeah.
very least, I appreciate that was a moment where it was a good idea to take that risk, because it didn't feel like I was losing too much if I missed it, but I gained so much by hitting it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like your positioning was already fine too, right? So like you miss it, you're like, okay, I take like a power attack into max, and it's fine, whatever.
Yeah. It was just a matter of I really needed to get the tempo at somewhere. All right, I'm gonna head off and get ready for work. But thank you all a lot. It was great. I'll probably go back and watch the stream if it has an archive.
Yeah, it should be there. I need to go through and download those and upload them to YouTube though, for posterity. Before Twitch deletes them automatically.
Yeah. I'll probably
do it,
realistically, I'll probably do like my own personal analysis with some friends, just because I think it'll be good to learn from it.
It will. If you want to hear the breakdown, you shouldn't need to hear the breakdown because you'll hear it on stream. But if you do want to, just so you know, it's actually in the Mungmung Gearbox game.
What do you mean by the breakdown?
Like this part here.
This part here where you're talking to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've already switched over to the Mungmung Gearbox. Although it occurs to me I haven't updated the stream info, so I need to go in and do that.
Got him. Get wrecked.
You know, what's even stupid, I could have just not done a unit turn. The fact that I spent a full minute making a turn I knew I was throwing away probably would have saved it.
Yeah.
I think you needed the power there. I think that was good.
How much are you powering up for here, by the way?
Gearbox? Like
yeah. Because didn't Momo just put himself into a double there?
No, because Gearbox has to. But he did put himself in line for 3 damage, which I don't understand. Because like you could have just stepped down and it was fine.
He could go up into the Mount Terra guard base.
Oh,
yeah. Saying he can just go up there,
which is the same. Oh yeah, I guess it's 1 more damage. Yeah, I don't like.
mistake.
Yeah, I would have been like I said, I would have been down one step personally.
Yeah, I don't. No.
I just don't like this at all for like a position.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
See
See
you,
ya.
Volnairs.
Take it easy.
I liked up better when he was like using all of Gearbox's units to screen him better,
Yeah.
because like that at least required like 2 damage and a ton of steps.
Yeah. This is just 1 damage, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah.
like he's down 4 health into Armadax. Doesn't seem great. I mean, Gearbox could miss. Like,
unless
let's
he
not
just does
discount
like the
that.
full 10, like that'd be kind of the wise thing to do. Is just who cares about your backline, like your armor decks.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
doing
agree.
that. Yep.
Yeah, he's throwing him there, which
Yep.
makes sense, right?
Does he have a communist list, by the way?
No. Oh yeah, he does. He has the old
Okay, I was
commie.
about to say, yeah, then it threatens to ignite if he.
Well, I mean, Mung was chaining back, right? Like Mung's taking
Yeah,
3
yeah.
monster turns before he goes back to units.
Which now, because he gets chucked far away, he's still pedestrian. He probably can't retaliate with that much
damage,
and this is kind of.
Well, so
I mean, it's
I
Koyaka.
see.
He doesn't have to get that close. You just shoot him.
Yeah, I mean, you want to
but
do
I
like big
would.
damage spikes, right? Like you need to do like 1 more point of damage to keep up in the race until you
Yeah.
are in hyper.
So
Yeah.
you go there. So it's only 1 step to get back.
Well, I'm assuming he's gonna be stepping after he throws. Like
I
if he
was
steps
not.
down twice into the pocket.
Sure. I mean, if he does that, then
Sorry,
like,
down right into the spawn point.
so the only problem with doing that is that like Mung swaps the units and just like shoots his ass, right? Like Exterm, U-Tank, Spyfly did it.
Yeah, if he does that though, then he gets ignited.
Sure. I mean, I guess yeah, that is the problem with that.
Right, like then it's just like it's. I just
Trading
don't.
1 for 1. Yeah,
I just
this
don't see a
position, I
winnable
think, was
situation when you
mistake.
get 4 health to armor attacks.
Yeah, like I think if
Yeah.
you were gonna like I think you had to give up the damage this turn, right? After he
Yeah.
like screened up like that, you just like go hide behind the Propo Walker, like go
Ooh.
opposite side of the map.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
I think that was the wrong move.
That was
Yeah.
100% the wrong move.
Because now he
gets
gets
so many dice for that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, he wants to chain, but now like if you're
Now,
Mung, you just like
you just
fucking
chuck
chuck him
his
and
up
try to
ass.
run.
Yeah.
Just chuck his ass up and then like hide.
Yeah.
Do you?
So-
Oh, you don't have an industrial. I was hoping you can maybe like pivot around completely to the other side and step to the left.
I mean, you still can.
Oh no, what I would do.
I would just chuck him to the industrial plus grab.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
what I was
how many?
thinking.
You've
You've got 8 reds.
Yeah, you
4 puts you even with the Berserker, so
He
8
went so
puts
action
you
dice heavy.
actually on the spawn point.
Yeah, what I was
Perfect.
thinking, if he had more action die, if he saved more from the previous, just chuck him as far up as possible in industrial, step down, scrap your guy on the bottom right with the Rex facility, and step into
Yeah.
the pocket.
Yeah.
I'm
there
into
we
this.
go.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
But he can't do that
No.
now because he burned.
He
He's
burned a
1
lot
shot
together.
or 2
Yeah.
shy from it.
2 shy, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
jam.
I was looking everywhere for a Mount Terra, but
This, yeah, but you just like 1 and 8.
oh yeah, just make him walk through fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Take the health back that way from him too.
Disrupt 2 power. That's not half bad.
No, not at all. Right now he's only powering up for 4.
Yep.
Sorry, no, 6.
So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 4
5,
buildings,
6,
2 units.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Mung's
command
ceding a
unit's
ton
hard
of
to see.
unit tempo right now, but I mean, I kind of like this trade, right? Even just putting him back to 8, right? So
Yeah,
now we're
losing.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not losing that
Just
4
staying
health
even.
to 1 health trade. Yeah, that was a very strange decision.
The question is, where do you step though?
That's
Do you step up and diagonal? So you're like sandwiched by the fire? Because that only lines you up for another 3 damage.
Yeah, I think if you do up, then up and diagonal, that's probably the best option you have.
from whose perspective?
From Mung's.
Mung's.
From Mung's.
So if you step towards Gearbox's side,
Yeah.
and then you step again towards Gearbox and diagonal, so you're next to the crawler.
I mean, you'd step all 3 times.
Let's see, you actually have 3 dice.
I do 3 steps.
So
Yeah, I do 3 steps in that pocket
stand
right
next
there.
to the
Yep.
propo. Oh,
Okay.
Don't
no,
love this.
no, other way, other way.
Oh, so he can't take the triple. I mean, this kind of makes sense too, right? This gives you almost full
Actually, I like this
hyper.
better. Significantly better. The only reason why is it pulls Arm X into your backline.
Yeah, now and then
Yeah,
you get to
that
do
is
some
true.
like exterminatrix shit to him too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
but
he
if
has to eat
you'd
at least 1 damage to get to you.
if you
So
had gone
that's good.
Probably two.
if you had gone up and been next to the Propo Walker sandwiched by the Crawler and the Berserker, Gearbox would have had to go all the way around just to come in on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah, that's what that's why I was looking at that
that is
pocket.
the
like
best play to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was looking at too.
Because then he has to take 2 damage too, because there's no way to take that corner without taking hazard damage.
Yeah.
What's the clock looking like, by the way? I see like 20. Is it 27 versus
18?
Okay.
I don't think this isn't going to be a clock game.
No. No, this does not sound like a clock game.
So the only thing I don't like about okay, so he managed to do it with just like
he's just burning all of his dice just to get around the fires, which is probably worth.
No, I actually dislike this from Gearbox's perspective.
It depends on what he does after the attack.
Yeah, taking 1 damage was important because then if you get like extermed, you're in hyper, right? You get full hyper, so the screen doesn't matter. And now Mungmung can't take attacks on your units, so you're always at infinite power. You chain, your dice until you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Like I think actually taking the health here is important.
If I were Momo, the first thing you need to do during your unit turn, besides doing the attack, is like take the triple flower and kill the command ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not touching that flower down there.
No. No, you leave that drag. You don't kill the command ape, right?
Unless you don't want him to launch up, but he could block power, but that's not a big deal, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care about I don't think Gearbox is trying to take another unit turn as long as this game continues, right?
Probably not. Did he only need to spend? Oh, did he take the damage or did he?
He had a tech shift and then
Okay.
Yeah. 4 medias, I'm telling you, stops this stuff.
That stops this stuff until the late game.
Losing the exterm here is going to kind of suck, but
yeah, having to respawn it, but he's also half screening you, so that was nice of him.
Man, I wish if he had somehow a shit ton of power to launch him up into that triple. Let's see when he hit, yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I might have crushed the crane instead of crushing the wreck. It's less damage, which kind of sucks, but
okay, well now it won't work. I was going to say if he shot a building and got 2 dice back, he'd be at 9. You could put him into the triple, but that assumed Gearbox didn't move.
well, so now Mungmung has to disrupt the back line. It's actually not the line anymore. Yeah.
What is he saying there?
Me? I'm just muttering to myself right now. So I'm planning out the next couple turns and trying to figure out what's the play.
I mean, really, you just need one good position Berserker to take out the Exo Armor and the
Interceptor.
Is that Interceptor? Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to get a Berserker, but you can't get a Berserker across there.
1, 2,
Destroyers.
3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you could do a push spawn from that spot where his fingers at, hit the Stalker and bounce over to the Exo.
Yeah, but that still leaves both buildings up, right? You really need to go Exo to Interceptor because that actually
that guts it entirely.
Yeah, that leaves 1 building secured out of 4, right?
And you had the you do have that reroll up there, which is kind of
Yeah, you
nice.
do. Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, the lack of blitz is just like the killer here, right?
I mean, it's still probably worth hitting the stalker, and maybe going up into the interceptor, right? Because then you can
Yeah.
at least turn off the rerolls and everything, and turn off 2 power that way.
Yeah, make it risky.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's probably worth it. Although I don't know, is it worth more than a damage on Armadex? I mean, I guess yeah. The answer is yes, because if you don't kill Armadex here, or if you don't turn off enough power here, right? If he goes up to full, you die.
You're just going into the you're
Yeah,
done.
you literally die. That's
Yeah.
5 damage. You're done.
Is that a hunter? I can't really tell what that is. I'm assuming it's a hunter. Guess what? Just ping off the stalker.
Yeah, that is a hunter. Okay, so like, yeah, you can, because it moves what, 5 or 6 space.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So if it is it 6? Okay, so then yeah, you just like pop
You
the
can park that
hunter up.
within Probo bot range too.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm just hopping up to block the guard base.
Oh, if you just kill the oh, that too, yeah, because it's the stalker up front too. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, you just like park on
Yeah.
the guard base, shoot down the stalker. That's 2 buildings down. I don't see a good place for the hawk.
Actually, does he have a taskmaster in his list?
He does, yeah.
So you could spawn from the neutral spot, go push spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to the stalker, fling that. Oh, you can't get into the fucking exo. Can you get into?
Can't get it into the crab either.
One shy.
Couldn't he have spawned the berserker in the middle regular spawn? Push spawned it and then gotten up to hit both of those.
Yeah, he could have done the perfect play, right? Or the almost perfect play.
Well, what's this spy fly doing?
No. Oh, you could have done. So you could have gone the other way. You go interceptor into exo. You could have made that work with a bump spawn and speed 7.
You know,
Well, you can't go into an exo. You have to go exo into something.
No. I was talking about the berserker. Berserker can't go into an exo. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was still thinking the fling, which doesn't make a lot of sense because they're nowhere near speed 7.
Oh, I like that. Oh, that's smart.
What did you just do?
So he's shooting down the media
Oh,
company.
okay.
That's actually like really clever. I really like that. Right? The like, you're not going to have the 10 dice you need to get me into the flower.
The 3 damage option, yeah.
So I don't like the Spar taking the shot at the command ape instead of the hunter. Like, I really don't like that. Oh, okay. Never mind. Mungmung is smarter than me.
Okay, what made that? Oh, the hunter made that shot. Okay.
Yeah, the hunter shot the crab instead.
What's this attacking right here?
Yeah, I couldn't
This
see
is
it.
Explodahawk into Stalker.
At least it turns off Mount Terra.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't because he's still at Terra.
1.
But I mean, the important part was just turning off power, right? You only needed to disrupt like 1 or 2.
And him getting this is kind of huge, getting 10 power without much dice generation, because you're gonna have to sit there and shoot Armadex out of your mind now, right? Like, granted, he's only defense 6, so I mean, like,
yeah, he'll die quick.
Yeah. Actually, if
so we actually did the math in the last stream. A 2-6-3 hits a 7 90% of the time.
Yep.
He's not even hitting a 7 right now either. He's hitting a 6.
Yeah, so this one's like the freest, right?
Yeah.
To put him into hyper is just infinite free.
I just don't know if he could do enough damage before he starts getting beat back, though.
Depends
Depends what he winds himself up
with. So the problem is that like he's tempoing Gearbox out here, right? Like Gearbox cannot continue to take these turns.
Right, but he just did that one turn of that one unit turn. I guess it depends on like what he could do with that from Mungmung's perspective.
So Mungmung like shoots Gearbox down to 6, right?
Or maybe even
no,
body slam
he
and
throws
shoot.
him.
Or
No, he
throws him,
throws
either
him.
one.
Yeah, he
Well-
throws him right into the triple.
It depends what Armadax does here, though.
Yeah,
That's why I was kind of like waiting to.
Yeah, if Armadax just like hangs out here, he
That's
just
a
gets
big
chucked up
mistake.
there for
Mhm.
4 damage.
Yep.
He's dead. Like there's no game left.
So he can't actually go into the triple. He can only be thrown to the
To the
Coneyard.
double.
It's 11
No,
to hit
no.
the
I was
top
talking Gearbox
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gearbox hangs there.
because he's in line for the triple right now.
Oh, you mean up on his side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you can't reach it, you land on the
Yeah,
The
just
hazard.
shy of the Mount Terra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Hazard and ISB, but you're not quite to the Mount Terra.
And if Gearbox just needs to dump the rest of his dice to unit. Like just
Yeah. If he tries to chain again here, like big mistake, right?
That was 7, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that is.
Yeah, he has to just like. The problem is that like stepping into the corner like that doesn't do anything against Boyaka.
No, Voyaka does need to go around the fires. He can't really afford to take much more damage.
Also, being
Sure.
at 3 versus 2 is like monumental here, right? You can't get
Yeah,
beat back killed.
gigantic.
Yeah. So that buys you 1 extra turn of doing 2 more shots.
Well, and so the answer right now is you need 4, right?
Yep. So you get
And-
2 turns for free. Well, I
Yep.
guess like tempo wise, so you do this turn, you shoot him twice. Well, I guess assume a perfect world, you're hitting all your stuff. You shoot him here, that's the 2 damage. Going to his turn, you do another 2. You get another 1, get another 2.
So
he can
I
only do
think
2 damage
Gearbox.
at most of you, so you do another 2 again.
Yeah, I think
Right, like-
Gearbox. I think if Gearbox takes this monster turn, he loses the game probably.
Oh,
right?
100%. Yeah, it's just complete game. Unless he like pulls something out with a unit turn, because he does have the Draken Berserker hanging out on the neutral spawn, but I don't know what he really has. What Stalker crap Scion.
Well, so Berserker is Lone Wolf anyway, right?
Oh no, to spawn stuff.
Oh, to spawn stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's gonna be parked right there. I just can't really. I mean, there's Disruption Boy right there, so like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Has to go one more space.
Yeah, one step.
Yeah. Once.
Which is like whatever. Like this is a nice comfy pocket for me anyway.
I step back up after
I
this,
would
after
too.
the shot.
Oh, you don't do it after this, right?
Yeah.
He's left
I think I
one
step
die.
up. Yeah, he's on 1 dice, right?
He's
So I
on
step
1
back
die,
up.
so he could.
Oh, is he putting
Well,
2
I guess
action
he
die in
can't
his
beat back
attacks?
into himself.
Yeah, I would go 2 and 2 on these. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would do 1 and 3 on this.
Well, you're only generating 2 red dice, right?
You hit 6.
Yeah.
Like,
And you only need to hit a 6. Yeah, you need
yeah,
1 white
I'd
dice
bleed
on
an
these.
action die off, to be honest.
Yeah, whites are what you're saving here.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't think you
Yeah,
throw
'cause
them
you
away
wanna-
like this.
You want to
He didn't
chain
take
as much as you can. So
He didn't take his dice for the power up or.
no, he hasn't powered up. He needs to
or
be. He should have
one.
been at 10 at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put 3. I think it's excessive for 6.
Yeah,
Unless
this
you.
is way.
I'm fine going
Yeah, I mean-
3 if I'm doing 1, but
Even if I would just
You're gonna need that when he goes to defense 7, not when he's defense
Yeah.
6.
exactly right. Like that's for a defense 7 attack,
Yeah.
not for these. Yeah, no.
No,
Oh
you're
no.
It's too expensive.
Yeah,
Thinking long term.
yeah, no.
Overpaid.
Well, maybe he's betting on doing the last 2 damage with the units,
That is entirely possible. Yeah, just
right?
doing
Like
Yeah.
that could he can just run the spy fly over with. Does Voyok have spotter and hyper? Or does he have?
sure does.
penetrate?
He has spotter.
He does.
Oh no,
Oh, so yeah.
No, he loses the
spotter and
spotter.
hyper.
Oh,
okay.
I don't think that step was necessary
I
quite.
hate this step. I
No,
hate
that
this.
step is a terrible idea.
This is bad, right? Now you just get beat back to dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just threw the game.
Yeah, no, you need
Yeah.
to step up straight
Well,
up
assuming
once.
he doesn't whiff, right? Because
Well, it's one.
okay,
in,
he's playing.
oh, so he's
safe.
easy in a turn.
I don't know. You do 1, 3, and 4.
Well, so he was powering up for 3 still, right?
Oh, was he? Oh yeah.
Oh,
1,
yeah.
2. Oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
would have tried to
I
end the
mean,
game right there. Absolutely.
I would have too.
No questions asked.
If I were Gearbox, I would have taken that 7 reds and
Fuck it.
Oh, so he couldn't.
Could he have
He
got?
needed a
Oh, could he have
step.
not got there? 1, 2, 3,
No, he needed
4,
a step.
5.
Oh, but or could he have done it from the top, maybe?
Top is what I was.
I was looking
at.
for the top. I don't think he could have.
No, couldn't do it. So that step worked for that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't love bleeding the whites like that though.
Yeah, you need every single one you can get. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need.
Yeah, now he's gonna get mediated.
Yeah.
Which is another reason you need every single one you could.
Yeah.
Well, how is he getting propoed? Or I think he put those dice back in the wrong pool. Yeah, because he should have been.
Okay.
Yeah, like Gearbox isn't securing a media. No way.
No, he wasn't.
So now you have to make 1 action die attacks every single time.
And you can't win the game.
And you can't win unless you're transitioning into that unit turn for the final 2. Which I don't think you can now.
No, this.
No, it's over.
No, he's tempoed out.
Well, you take 2 damage at most, right? So you go in, you shoot twice, pass. He hits you for 2. Well, then because then you just do 2 more and that's it.
Yeah, tempoed out. You take units here is how you fix the problem, right?
Yeah.
What? Stop any single possible beatback lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just shoot him. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's how you fix this. You take the unit turn.
What's the time looking like? Does he have time to screw around like that?
10 minutes.
10 to 19.
Yeah,
so,
that's enough time.
Yeah, that's because you have to regain the tempo here.
Yeah, because then he can only do 1 damage to at most, and you're doing 2 damage every single time.
Yeah. Although, you're going to take... So the problem is that you've only got 2 turns in that case. You have to, chuck his ass away at some point in there.
You have... Yeah. Well, unless he takes the unit turn, doesn't care about powering up at all, right? Because you just don't give a shit at that point, and just, screen up and then shoot Armored Axe at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we're
spars,
suggesting for the unit turn here. Yeah. It's just screening up. Probably not spars, just because you want bodies afterwards. Right, you've only got 6 dice. I think actually he's going to be deprived of the unit attack chance here too, right? That Draken hits the exterm and that's over.
Yeah. And you need 4 units just to screen up the front side of Voyoka relative to Armored Axe.
Yeah, I think he just got tempoed out here.
Yep.
It was that end position on that one, right? Where if he'd been down 1, he'd have been okay, but he wasn't. So.
Yeah, if he was down 1, that position couldn't have gotten there, or if you went up 1.
Yeah. Alternatively, when we were talking about the 3-step pocket there, that also would have saved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, making Armored Axe go completely around, which wouldn't have happened. Probably.
He would have had to have gone completely around and take 2 damage, and that just would not have happened.
Yeah.
At which point Gearbox would have been looking at a 9 white die monster turn that was doing nothing.
Yeah, 1 damage, right? SWAT into you instead of taking 3 on that turn changes the math of the game pretty dramatically.
Yep.
Also means you have the exterm on the unit turn.
Mm-hmm.
Gearbox put that Berserker in the wrong spot, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's sort of.
Well, so you can't damage Armored Axe here, but you can just screen, right?
Yeah, you're still spending 3 on the front, and then you need at least 2 more on the back to screen up everything.
Yeah, but I mean, Gearbox did some of the work for you with that Berserker placement.
He did. He saved you 1 unit, which is not nothing.
It's only 2 units on the front, though, right? You just go.
You can be.
Oh no, it has
corner.
to be 3. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to block both corners and then something base to base, or adjacent, or whatever it is.
And then 1, 2 on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, you need one in the 4 spaces that are even with Voyaka, and then again one on the corner. And that one on the corner has to be a flyer, so that he's not standing in the fire and punching you up.
There wasn't any like misses or anything this game prior, right?
Not that I saw, but I wasn't here for the entire thing.
Okay.
Marin didn't report any when he gave us the update.
Okay.
That is also true.
Yeah, I didn't see any. Are there any other games tonight, or is this it?
I
think
have
this is
no
it.
idea.
All the midnight people played like last night.
Yeah.
Man, that hunter is like paying dividends.
Yeah.
Just blasting those crabs off the table. No fear. Oh, so if like Gearbox goes and like chucks the U tank into Voyako with the SWAT, can you like get all the way? No, you can't get all the way around without taking a damage, and then you lose. That's too bad. I was thinking there was something cute you could do there.
Oh, yeah.
But that should have been where Gearbox positioned. Is you SWAT the U tank into Voyaka.
I hope he doesn't swat the U tank here, or whatever the thing on the right side of Fuyoka is.
See you, tank.
Yeah, if he does that, that's like really, really, really bad for him.
Why?
Because you just step down, throw him all the way up top, fire, and step down.
Yeah.
If he just gives you the opening to chuck him across the map.
Yeah, because you can just rapid fire the Berserker and then throw him across the map.
Just throw him across the map. Oh. Wait.
That's a miss on whatever it was attacking.
What was going on?
He
is
stomped.
That was a critical error. What?
That was a big mistake. Yeah,
What?
right?
All you had to do is spot the guy next to the Berserker on the bottom part, and you're like, we're good.
Okay, so now we throw him way the hell away and step into a corner.
I would walk and throw him over to the media building. To the
Yeah,
left.
right? Like other side of the board.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting me. Yeah, hey,
yeah,
let me
like
shoot
I
you
said,
first.
throw him way the hell away and then step into a corner.
Does he have enough power though?
He only has 6. So no, he doesn't.
So you could still just like what, shoot him, chuck him up to the fire on top of that unit, and step down.
I mean,
yeah, step down into the corner.
Yeah,
I'm fine just shooting him twice here, right? I'm still in a perfectly screened
Actually,
pocket.
you know what? That's a good point. Why are we moving at all?
Just shoot him twice.
I am a defense turret, literally.
No, Marin's got this. Like, yeah. No,
Speaking
why are
of
we
which,
moving
where's that
even a little
defense
bit?
turret at?
Right?
It's so broken
Also,
here.
6 blues. Why is he only bringing out 5?
That's
You should be
6.
getting 1 extra blue.
Oh, that is 6. Okay.
Shouldn't he be getting? Oh wait, no, he gets 4 blue with pen and big game, not 5
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was just counting it wrong.
You don't get 7. Sorry, Nick. No 7.
Yeah. Nope. Keep your hands off the action die.
No.
Even the reds.
That's
I don't
still
love
a
it.
little excessive for a 7.
Yeah. No, you shave a white here. Okay.
Ooh,
There you
okay.
go.
There we
Okay.
go.
This is a 90.
Nope, no. Put that
Stop
back.
fucking with it.
The issue is you have to then
There we
roll
go.
it again.
Sure. It's a 90 both times. It's fine.
Well, yeah, but aren't you spending?
All of your reds, yeah. You
Yeah.
you go a little white heavier, right? Or you just go risky. What do you care, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm still trying to understand what the stomp play was.
Because he was going to clear both parts of the screen and then step in to throw Voyaka to the Tokyo for the
But
win.
he couldn't
I guess.
even throw, right?
Oh,
Like
but yeah,
Voyoka got
yeah.
the
No,
following turn.
he doesn't have any extra attacks, and he's going for
Yeah.
the stomp again.
I was just like, what's going on here? Okay, I guess he's trying it again. I would have just swatted, but
No, I still think Mung gets tempoed out here.
That's what I'm seeing too. But
Okay,
like,
that looks
make him
like a
work for
swap.
it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Mung absolutely gets tempoed out. But like, so the problem with like trying to tempo someone out is if you ever miss, you lose, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a big. Oh no, that was a hit. Okay, that was barely though, and like that would have been a huge, right?
Yeah.
Voyaka at 2 means you're out of like kill options. Okay, take units, rescreen up, right?
Yeah.
yeah, pretty
Like, why
much.
not?
And
Yeah,
take a
take
pot
units,
shot, maybe.
rescreen up, and take a pot shot.
Yep.
Well, you can't do both. You only have 4, but like,
Well,
take units,
Oh yeah.
rescreen up, take some power points.
I
Right?
mean, you spend 2 on the exterminatrix, and
Oh, the hunter moves up to the power point or past the power point, shoots the stalker down, right? You trade 2 power for 1. Like, we're living on Earthly Rage. Okay. So yeah, he has to do the step up, which means you get to like body slam him and step away.
yeah.
But I mean, he just beat backs into himself for the game.
Yeah.
Sure. But like, doing what you can, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's like a good play, but like,
Okay.
what else are you
No,
doing?
you. Oh no, you can't step afterwards. I was gonna say you body slam down and then move to the other side of your units, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, can't step to there.
I mean, is it possible just to like walk away, shoot, and then step the rest away?
That's what I was trying to look
Right?
at.
Like,
I think he can
Just-
chase you.
wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, if
5.
you
He's
stood
one
on
shot from-
the if you stood on the power point, he can't walk through, so he has to go around, which he's
Yeah,
gonna
and you
get
can't-
caught by the hunter.
Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah,
and he
stand
can't
here, shoot.
step beforehand. Oh, he would have to step what? Diagonally up to the right one. Yeah.
He has to go
I would
around.
just
He
do
has to
one.
take a damage.
So
Yeah, I
he,
would
he
just
just has
do-
to swat into you again.
Oh well,
Hey,
yeah.
that hits.
Imagine if he shot twice and hit him both times, and then he just dies from walking through fire.
That
Oh,
would be funny.
he is.
He is
If he
shooting
hits this, I
twice.
think it might be game.
I
Right?
don't
Well,
think it's
like
a game,
Laylock
but
says,
it's
he just swat again. That's another hit.
Yeah. Oh man, your unit turn's gonna have to be insane here to shoot him twice. Oh, you
Yeah.
have secondary batteries though.
you have
Let's
set
go.
bats, and you've got a Propo in position to walk up to a PowerPoint. Like, we
Did
got
he
work
save
coming.
this
Spyfly.
game?
And like Spyfly plus Hunter plus secondary bats hits Armored Axe most of the time, right?
Yeah.
So now you
the
just need to
issue is
find
what he
damage
did the
somewhere else.
others. And can you do that and the exterm?
Yeah, because the Hunter's already out.
2.
Is
Okay,
Voyoka
2 for
showing his
exterm,
merit here?
2 for spars. 1 for
I
the
don't think he can,
sci-fi.
though.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, Gearbox
Yeah.
has to get the kill here,
Gearbox
or
can't go around. It's not possible because he'll
No,
die
he
from it.
can't. He
It's not.
His only option is to swat in, and then it's
then he's
live and
dead.
die on the unit.
There's literally no way to land there unless you go all the way around, right? Like completely around.
And you're gonna be like in the middle of his power base, right?
I don't think you can even. You don't even with tech shift. I don't think you could do that. Like that's an
No.
insane amount of dice to spend to get around.
Well, the problem is the hazards is what kills you, right? 'Cause you
Right? Yeah.
cannot
So if
get
you want to
around
get
the
all the way
hazard.
above the hazard, that top one, that's just not possible.
No, you have to take 2 hazard damage to get in on him
And
here.
that's it.
Yeah.
And Mungmung's still got 5 minutes. That's plenty of time to find the unit turn, especially since Propo's out, U-Tank's out, Hunter's already out. Like this is like
He's
if
in
I'm
such a
Gearbox,
bad spot too, because then if Armanex just tries running away to clock, Boyoka can easily just step a bunch and just
shoot him
Just
twice.
Shoot him down.
Yeah, Mungmung just like takes the unit turn, like puts all his stuff in on power points. Still makes it hard for Armadex to get in. Like this is a
Yeah,
problem.
he found a way.
So if he didn't stomp, he was fine.
Yeah,
He's gonna try to rampage. Which this means you're just doing your shots now, right? So you walk up the probe, walk onto the power spot, and you also get rerolls. Let's go.
Yeah. The only problem is this takes the Hunter out, which makes
Yeah.
this line riskier.
And you don't have another choice, right? Like
No,
that's like.
no, it's still the play.
But
Like
you still get the
also-
reroll anyway, which is huge.
Yeah, you just don't get 2 spars out of it. Actually,
Right.
can you still do 2 spars?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you have all. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you can't
just-
do 2 spars. It's
You
1
have
spar
to lead with the spars because you get the dice back. You use that die for the Hunter attack.
for the Hunter. Yeah.
You don't have to lead with spars to get the die back as long as 2 participate.
Yeah,
I know.
but
I mean,
but
you
he
have
means
to.
that you lead
You have
off
to
with
do
that attack.
the. You have to
Okay.
do that attack first, so that you get the die back for the Hunter. I would not see this play if I were Mungmung right now. I can just throw that out.
Yeah, but this is exactly the kind of play Mungmung likes to do. So.
True. Oh, I'd like to do it too. It's just. It's so out there compared to how we normally play that I just wouldn't see it, probably.
I think I might. I would like to think I would, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he's counting it out too. Yeah.
Spy fly. The other one is this another spar.
Yeah, and then 1 more spar, and that gives you
You
just
already know
enough.
one of these are gonna miss. It is just gonna be heartbreaking.
I know.
Yeah, that is gonna break
It's
my heart.
already.
I'm choosing to live in a world where Mungmung shoots down Gearbox.
Yeah. You have lost the Propo, unfortunately.
Yeah, losing the Propos was the biggest thing there.
Well, I guess he's
I still
bringing
think
it
he's just
back.
gonna
So I
go
guess
for
you're
it. That
gonna
reroll
try
is
to
so
do.
valuable.
I guess you're gonna try to do the Spar U-Tank extern.
Yeah, that reroll is just too valuable, I think, to give up. Especially if you're gonna go
Probably.
dice light.
Yeah, and you have to be dice light.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I would have probably done the Hunter and the Spar or the Exterm in opposite positions, just because the Exterm has less range.
Can he shoot twice with this many dice?
Yeah.
Not
No.
without a second.
Yeah, I don't know if he
Spar.
spawned into second spot.
And
or
I
not.
think the extra.
Yeah, I think you
Is it
have
worth
to give
it to
up
go
the
without the spy
Propo.
fly?
I think you have to give up the
You need
Propo
the
for the
spy
Spy
fly.
Fly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like-
the spy fly is more valuable. Okay,
You
he
need 2
disagrees.
spars. There's no question about that. I mean, do you just go with a double spar attack with the 5 or the extra 3 blues from secondary batteries, and then just do your exterm? Oh no, it's only.
Well,
No, you this is the way you structure it, right? It's exterm
Yeah.
and 2 spars, and then it's spy, and then it's hunter solo. Like
With the
we're in a much
reroll.
dicier
And-
territory,
yeah.
right?
Yes, we
This
are.
is to hit a 7, but like this is where you're at, right?
This is to hit a 7 with the reroll, and I mean, yeah, you have no options.
So
It's
is
this
he's
or
not
nothing.
putting secondary batteries into this? This is
No,
No,
just
you need
secondary
that
goes
for
for
the
the-
Hunter.
Which he gets
He
it,
got
right?
it.
You got it.
Okay,
Okay.
and then
so
it's
now
1 and
it's the-
6,
Yep.
and he hasn't
With
used the
reroll.
reroll yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is. I mean, it's not likely,
It's
but
risky.
With
it's like a,
reroll.
what, a 68? Not that one.
Nope. Nope.
Not that one either. Shit,
That is, yeah.
that's heartbreaking. Oh well.
Yeah.
If he'd been able to get the spy fly out, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
easy.
Oh no, I came in at the worst time.
Yeah.
He just had to give up the reroll to get the spy fly, and I think that would have been the correct move.
Yeah, I think that the spy fly was more valuable than the reroll.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, it would have.
True, he rolled
first
a
attack.
5 the first one,
Oh,
or he rolled a
oh,
5
wow.
on the hunter
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
out of the 6 he needed.
All right, so this one misses.
No.
No. I mean, if it does, then yeah, sure. Mung probably wins this, but no.
Yeah. So if just one of those propos had been, it was the hunter. I think the hunter probably should have moved off on one of those turns. But I guess
Yeah.
it needed to be there, right, for that last turn. Although it could have been like,
If it had been
no.
to the left one, then yeah, it would have been safe and usable.
Yeah.
But
And that, but I mean, who was
no
gonna
way of
predict?
seeing that, that many turns early.
All right, I'm heading out. Good night,
Have a
people.
good one.
Good night.
See,
Yeah, but yes, Tech, you came in at the worst possible time.
Yeah,
Fucking
Damn it.
Armadax.
right at the end.
So Gearbox could be a real BM player here, right? And just go for the tie.
I would have. Nick would have.
I 100% would have.
I mean, like my opponent getting that close, I might have given it to them, right? I might have gone for the pity tie. Also, because like it would have messed up the bracket and made Nick's life hell, and I'm into that.
Yeah, but
All right, both players
oh
removed
no,
from the
Gearbox
event.
has his invite. What does he care? Yeah, go for the tie. Screw everything up.
Oh, Nick having to do time math. Oh,
Oh, there's
he'd
no
be the
time
best.
math. I'm just kicking you guys out the event. It's a lot easier. It's your consolation prize.
Worth. Although I'd have to play Armadax to do that, and that's not a world I'm interested in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be much harder, but you could try to pull it off with Rogzor. That would be a real show of skill there.
I mean, I think we're all forgetting about the prime candidate for this, which is Tharsis.
It's
True.
actually Cassander.
Hey, fully,
Like,
yeah.
I could do that this event. If I engineered that situation, Nick, get ready with your DQ button.
Yep, easy peasy.
Oh, if I do it into Might,
Oh, that'd be hilarious, but please don't kill my SOS that way.
just end your SOS.
Listen, the more people whose SOSs get eliminated from this stupid play, the better it is for me.
Yeah, the better it is for Jeremy, too.
Well, so everyone I've played so far, SOS doesn't matter. They have a problem with the first tiebreak.
Oh, yeah? The monster kills?
Yep.
Has no one gotten a monster kill on you yet?
Nope.
Gross.
Hate you. You're disgusting.
That's how I roll. Hey, Mungmung.
Hey,
Hey,
damn it.
that was really close. We think that the propo should have been a spy fly, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah. Almost, right?
Yeah,
So
almost. The board was just a little too open when it went to a 1v1.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like one big one.
Oh yeah.
When you threw him into the industrial,
Yeah.
you had the 3 steps and you stepped down. If you stepped up diagonal and to the side, he had to walk all the way around the map to come to you and would have taken 2 damage doing so.
Where? So I stepped down to here. I threw him
I'll
from
grab a
So-
color,
here.
make it a little easier.
Yeah, it's a little tough
Up
because
by
it's
the
like some
Rocket
buildings
Ape
down.
and
so-
Propo Walker that's right there. Stand in
Yes,
that
you could have
little
stepped
pocket
into
right
here,
there.
right? And this was still a fire.
And at the time, the Rocket Ape was a Berserker, and I think it was back 1, but
Yeah, somebody was on there.
Yeah, so he would have had to literally like walk the whole perimeter and take 2 fire damage to come to you.
mhm.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he went left or right, it's still 2 fire damage to get in on you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And it's basically all of his whites, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
I was feeling the clock pressure at this point.
Understandable.
That's fair. Yeah, it was just that was the one line that we saw where you like every other play was pretty much what we were calling.
Yeah.
That was the big deviation.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed after the fact, and it only mattered because he did the stomp thing, I think, but when you were screened up over here, if all of your units had just been one further up, you still would have been fully screened, but you would have had a little more options on the next turn, on the running away.
Yeah.
It also would have just let you have that extra power up.
Yeah, it would have saved the
that
Popo,
definitely would have. Yeah,
which
that
also would have
helped.
been huge.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Yeah. So why didn't I do that?
I imagine just pressure.
Probably. Yeah,
Like
I think
I said, I
was
didn't
just
even notice
focused
it
on.
until after Gearbox's turn had finished.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, I
it
think-
would have meant that you had to spawn the Propo here instead of off of this one, right?
Yeah.
Because you spawned it here and then walked it up to there. If you'd spawned it here and walked it to there instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was just focused on I needed something in this corner to keep them from being adjacent, but yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
If I have there.
Yeah,
There.
I thought you were gonna pick this one because like I was looking at that corner too, and I'm like, oh, but the power spot like covers that corner off, so that's pretty
Yeah.
free.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't think about that corner having the PowerPoint until the turn after.
I was looking at it. You didn't take it. I assumed that you had like a formation reason, but if you just missed it, like
I think I just missed it.
yeah, those are just like. But I mean, those are pretty minor inefficiencies. You played that 1v1. Like we thought you were out 3 turns earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well, it's the missed stomp gave me a shot.
Well, so I
He
actually
didn't
don't
miss
think
it.
that stomp was very good for him. Even if
No.
he'd hit it, you could have just shot the berserker and then chucked him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, because that
Yeah.
would have been when you were at full, so you could have literally yeeted him back to the
Throw
other
him in
side
the
of the
fire,
board.
do 3 damage, and
Yeah.
just like sit there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, if he just kept swatting every time, like. I think the
that
only other
runaway
thing
play was
too
really
was went a little bit heavy on the action die during the shots too.
Yeah, when he was in alpha, because
At
he's only a
defense
6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been expecting my my dice to turn at some point. So
Yeah.
when I need I can't afford to make a single miss on these things, I overcommit a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. We all find ourselves there on occasion.
Yeah, it just became this like situation where it's like, well, if I, go heavy into it anyway, I'm definitely gonna lose, right? Just from tempo alone. So I kind of have to, make a slightly worse attack just to even have a chance. It would still been what, like mid-80s each time if you bled an action die off. At least for the.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the
I think it was actually in the 90s, right? 6s are real easy to hit when you had reds in.
Yeah, I was saying like one action die, like just like the 1, 2, 6, just like.
Well, so the thing was, at least for one of those, I needed it like this because I needed all these 6 to screen up once he went to hyper.
Yeah.
So
which
if I
is
didn't,
fair, right? If you hadn't pushed, you would have been in more trouble. So no, that all worked out. I think the big thing was just not that step up into the pocket there. Like that was big.
That's
because like that would have just completely like stopped his chaining tempo. You're at 8 at that point still, so like good luck.
Yeah. Damn it.
When he was still in alpha and you were in hyper, to hit a def 6, 126 is an 85.
Okay. 6 is a lot of red dice.
Sorry, 162.
Oh, 6 is the blues.
Yeah.
1-6. Thank you. Yeah.
I know what I meant.
That's
Hey, Gearbox.
Hey,
Hey,
I went to Monster Room to see the odds on that final attack, and it was 50-50 with the reroll.
Yeah. Oh, it was a coin flip. He hit it, he got
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it by 1.
I know. That's the most heartbreaking thing.
Yeah, so if you had done the going blank on it, if you'd done the spy fly, it would have been a 52.8. So I guess the reroll's slightly better at a 53.8
Yeah.
for that
In
final
general,
attack.
I feel like the reroll. Yeah.
But on that specific attack, the spy fly would have made it hit.
His reroll's kind of
Yeah.
nicer for like those skew rolls
Well,
too.
the first roll I made was a 5, I think. So the spy
Yep.
fly wouldn't
Yep.
hit.
It
Yeah,
was
that's
5 and then a 6.
Yeah.
If only
Gearbox, if
Voyaka
you
still
didn't-
had spotter in hyper.
Gearbox, if you hadn't killed the Propo and the Hunter, he could have had both the reroll and the spy fly.
I know. It was just I saw the rampage into alignment, and it just worked.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking if he had positioned his units like this instead, right? He would have saved one of the propos. Because he wouldn't have been able to rampage them both.
Which is
Yeah, and
my
then I
fly
could have gotten a
against-
spy fly.
Yep.
Stakes.
Huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
Under pressure.
It's also
Oh,
like the smaller things. It's more just
Yeah.
that one step spot was like
Yeah.
that was the critical thing.
That was the critical one. And like, I mean, when we're critiquing you and we're like, hey, your unit positioning was ever so slightly off, like,
If
pretty
that's
good
all we
game.
have to say about it, it was a really on point game.
You did land that 9 damage alley-oop on Hurricanius before the game started, before people jumped in too.
It was 8 damage. I had 1 from the ignite.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we heard
1
about
from the
that.
ignite. Yeah, that was a really good play. I managed to kill Percy with Hurricanius and Armadax at the end of that, and then she just got gibbed by units. So it was a 1v1 for most of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Yeah, that's the ideal 1v1 too, and it's still kind of not super fun for Armadax. I can't imagine if it was a full health Percy versus full health Armadax.
Oh, I think Percy gets him a body bag there.
Yeah, Percy just kind of does some things.
Just the efficiency of the chain, right?
Yeah.
Being able to vision every turn when the board is this empty means that you'll get
You're
an
not
infinite
eating
number
hazard
more
damage
attacks.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're constantly hoovering up red dice.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd
that's
be
less
good.
of a big deal with
It is.
Armadax, right? He's still
I know,
infinite
because
red.
Armadax is still maintaining.
Yeah. But like, yeah, no, it's just the efficiency, right?
Oh yeah.
I saw this pairing when I got it, and I was like, "Oh God, this is going to be a rough game for me," and it was. It was definitely that.
Well, you'll get Blastocut or Yasheth in the next one.
Okay.
Which does not sound much better.
Brawling Armadax, setting him into position, igniting, exhausting. Yeah, that sounds
Put me in
fun.
fire, please.
Did who won between Centipede and Volnus?
Centipede did.
Centipede.
You did. Oh,
Yep.
good. I need that strength of schedule.
It's not going to matter when you run into tech and he bodies everyone out. This is his event, right?
I'm
Yeah.
hungry
Yeah.
for it.
And I'm hungry for it too. You know?
Although Tech's
But,
just trying to like ride
So-
that 4-0.
Yeah.
Hey, if I beat Jeremy, it will be the first time I'm ever in the 3-0 bracket.
Nice.
Yeah, round 3 is my kryptonite. This is the one where it always falls apart.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Good
Jeremy
luck.
that.
So who all is actually in the invitational right now?
I am. Nick is. Deep is. You are. Mike is.
Twisted.
Mike is Twisted.
No,
Twisted is.
Twisted
Volnus.
is.
No, that's hard. Vicarious.
Oh, Vicarious is in. Okay.
Potentially Corgi if I'm feeling benevolent.
We'll see.
You're not.
You're not that benevolent
And-
for Corgi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What's going to happen is you're going to beat Jeremy and then be matched into relocked.
And I'll beat him
Fine.
too. Let's go.
I need
God
Kobe to
dog.
beat everyone so he doesn't take my invitation spot. I can give it to Ragnarok instead.
I'm
Get his big
going
bad
down to Mike this round.
And then I can scoop to him just to get him in.
Get him in. Whatever. That's fine. It's also not to give him the spot. It's a principle thing.
Yeah, no, Twisted. There's no running into me next round. I'm down in the X and ones with you guys.
Yeah,
When
I've
it's
got a
your
lot of
game
mixed
versus-
feelings about that. I mean, Mike wins, it's good for my SOS, but Mike wins, I might have to face you. It's like a lose-lose
Our game
here.
is Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
Not 100% sure on time yet. But Thursday is the day.
And Tech, when's your game?
We haven't set in a specific time yet
Okay.
either, but it's Saturday afternoon.
I'm gonna end the stream and get off. See ya.